Hi, I'm Jay Tyler. In this video I'm going to show you how I festoon finish an Essix retainer. Here's a couple of Essix retainers I'm going to show you how I cut down. And the steps are going to be, first, to get the Essix material off of the model, I'm going to use this, which I bought at Home Depot. You can get it at Lowe's or any hardware store that sells Dremel products. Here's the package it came in, and you can see on the cover that they're using it in this example to cut out a wood pattern, but it works great for getting these Essix retainers off. Now this is the Essix Ace material. It also works for the Plus material. The C Plus material, it's a different technique. I need to make another video, show you how to do that sometime. But anyway, once I get it off of the model, then I'm going to use this stone to do my initial cut down. Now this is a fast cut abrasive wheel that I got. It's a Dentsply product, and I used a truing stone to kind of shape this up. You can see where I ground on it, and it makes it kind of pointed, and that way I can get inside the interproximal areas and take out some of that interdental papilla to give it kind of that festoon shape. Now it's not a full festoon shape, it's kind of a semi-festoon shape. I don't get all the way up and knock out all of the interdental papilla, but it just makes it look nicer than if you just go straight across. Now once I do that, then I'm going to go along with the medium sized or the medium grit Scotch-Brite wheel, and then I'm going to finish up with the fine Scotch-Brite wheel. And that's it. That's all I do. So let me start. This is one I've had for, I don't know, a couple of years, and I've got it on a Dremel. Actually, it's their competitor, Black & Decker. But I'm going to use this, and we're going to get started. I'm going to turn on the exhaust fan here, so it's going to be hard to hear me, but it creates a lot of dust, so let me turn that on. I'm going to scoot this out of the way and turn this on, and I'll show you the initial cut down. Now I'm going to use the little circular wheel and cut the areas I couldn't get with the Dremel tool. All right, let me turn this exhaust off. So you can see how quickly that does that. As fast as I can turn the model around, it cuts it. And it's a lot safer than the little circular saw blade. So let me pop these off. All right, now I'm going to pull this back into view here. And you'll see how I do the festooning here. I'll leave the exhaust fan off. I'm going to wear a mask so you can see and hear me a little better. First thing I'm going to do is just go in and define all of the interproximal areas. Now on the lingual, I don't try to festoon it. I just bring it straight across the gingival margin. Now I'm going to kind of smooth it out a little bit. You can see where I've still got some extra areas right here where it goes down below the gingival margin. Now you'll notice it's got all this flashing here, and I'm going to just drag it across. I'm not going to put any pressure at all. I'm just going to drag it across here. And that just comes right out. I'll do the same thing on the facial side. No pressure whatsoever. So there, it's starting to get nice and festooned. Let me do the lower. Now the lower, it's harder to get that festoon look because the teeth are so small. But in the posterior, we can get it pretty well. Knock out some of that interdental papilla. Once again, I'll go on the inside and turn it over like this and just drag it along and get rid of the flashing. All right. Get this out of the way. Now I'm going to take the medium Scotch-Brite wheel, and I'm going to turn my, I have to turn the exhaust on to get my little drill to come on. I'm going to put it on a medium speed. Now, when I took a class in this, they told me to use a lower speed and just kind of rub it across. But if I use a medium speed and just kind of lightly hold it at an angle about like this and just lightly go across it, it does a pretty good job. I'm just barely touching it. Okay, now one thing I really like to do is to get this area where the tongue rubs against it really smooth. Now I made one of these for myself one time, and I just used scissors to cut it out, and I put it in there. I couldn't believe how sharp the edge was. And then I cut it off and just kind of smoothed it flat, and it was still sharp. So I try to round these off, and I do that with this. I just go back over it and just kind of run over the edge and make sure I've got these edges nice and smooth where they don't feel sharp on the tongue. Now I'll leave just a tiny little bit of the tissue just below the gingival margin, and just kind of use this one to kind of maybe take the last little bit out and smooth it up. So I'll have to turn the exhaust back on again because I have it wired up to the little hand drill here. And then I'll smooth out the tongue area, and then I'll switch to this guy and smooth it up. Once again, when I go to this guy, I'm going to turn the speed down low and just barely run over it, just enough to rub it down and smooth it. speed down. So it looks a lot better, in my opinion, than just going right straight across. You don't get as much festooning on the lower as you do the upper, but it still looks better, especially in the posterior, than it would otherwise going straight across. Alright, so that's my technique. Now I could go in there and I could polish with like a pumice or something like that and shine it, but I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to put some mineral oil in it, and by the time I do that, these look pretty darn good. They're about as finished as I like to have them be, and the difference between stopping here and going through and using like pumice and a polishing compound is, first of all, I take a chance on messing up my festooning, and secondly, the difference between what I have here and the finished product there is minuscule. So this is a much better product than if you use scissors or some of the other techniques I've seen. So that's it. Well, I hope that helps you out. If you're new to the field, or if you're training new people, we have a program for you. It's called Orthodontic Laboratory Basics. It's a 6-DVD program designed to teach anyone how to make basic orthodontic appliances. You can check it out on our website, ortholabvideos.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.